I love to share natural home building stories on this channel, and I especially love featuring earthen tiny homes, so I'm really excited about today's video tour. We're traveling to Joshua Tree, California to take a look at Emily and Erica's tiny home. They set up this beautiful earthen dome home and the surrounding outdoor spaces to be a picture-perfect glamping getaway featuring an outdoor kitchen, fire pit, and a chance to shower under the stars.
If you'll follow me, we have one of our guests' favorite features of the hangout.
This video is a continuation of my channel's partnership with Airbnb, where I show you some of the most unique and quirkiest rentals around America and share the stories behind the hosts that own them. All right, guys, let's take a tour.
Will you join me? Will you roll? Make this house our tiny home.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Erica.
And this is the Joshua Tree Hangout.
Emily and I have always been in love with Joshua Tree, so we came out here quite often. And I think we just got to a point where we fell so much in love with the area and space that we wanted to find a property. So we started looking for one, and it took a few years until we stumbled across this property. I wanted to look at it primarily for the earthen building because she loves earthen buildings. Really, that's what led us here. Is we found it online. It was a fixer-upper, and I was definitely a little hesitant, but once we saw it all, we just could imagine what we could make out of it, and that's what brought us here today. The full property when we purchased it was $185,000. We probably put about $20,000 to $30,000 to make it to where it's at today. Being able to come out here and enjoy the solitude and space, and also to share this unique building with not only Airbnb guests, but with friends and family. We have guests come out here all the time and they just have such a blast out here. There's just so much space and freedom. You know, it feels good to get away from the city.
An earthen house is typically a house that is made out of natural building materials, usually some form of clay, sand, earth materials, rather than, wood and drywall and insulation.
Hosting this space has definitely allowed us to complete some of the projects all around, not only in this space, but throughout the property.
It's really great to have a little bit of income coming into a place that really is an active project. It took us about a year to really get the utilities going.
The electrical was already here, but we plumbed in all of the water from the main line. We also built the whole outdoor kitchen. Built the outdoor shower utilities, so we run all the electrical lighting out there and put in an instant hot water.
The main driver of us getting a property out here was definitely so that we could come out here with our friends and with our family to enjoy it. It just feels like too special not to share it with people. Welcome to the Joshua Tree Hangout. Come on in. Here we have sort of the living space of the dome. It's small, but really you can do a lot in this sort of circular space. It's designed to give sort of a cozy, comfy feel. We have our little eating area and sort of coffee station up here. This expands out and you can even pull it out and seat up to 4 people at this table. We have our little sort of offering area where people have left some fun little stones and some sage. And then over here, the seating area, really don't need a whole lot of space. The idea is to enjoy the desert and enjoy the scenery. We have our guest book. I think a few of my favorite stories were a family of 5 from Germany coming and staying for their kids' first experience in nature. A lot of couples come here for a romantic getaway. I think one couple talked about it was the first time they said, "I love you," which was really cool. A lot of people coming out here are looking for the peace and quiet and the solitude of the desert, and also just being in an earthen building is a very calming, grounding feel to it. One of the ideas behind these earthen homes are to be super energy efficient, to heat and cool and sort of fit with the environment. We've got these custom designed windows that the builder put in to really allocate light in a smart way so you don't have to use the electricity as much. The walls are super, super thick and they're designed to passively heat and cool the house. This is the sleeping area. This is a 2-person full bed. We also have some storage and we have an air mattress, a twin air mattress for a 3rd guest as well. Another thing that we have here is more natural light coming in through. We got kind of a mini skylight here and then these nice arching windows to, again, allow the sort of the morning light to come through with blackout curtains if you are trying to sleep. One of the coolest things about this particular natural or earthen build is just how detail-oriented the builder was, between the earthen plaster colors and the finish to the floor and the decorative tiles. A lot of the times with these earthen buildings you see sort of patched together handiwork, and this builder was just so meticulous in their craft, which is really, really cool. It's rare to see. Sharing this piece of art with so many people has been really, really cool. All of the guests that we've had have been super respectful, which is really important. I feel like this space motivates people to really care for the landscape. The plaster on the exterior is a breathable plaster, so it's designed so that the building can actually sweat. It's got teeny tiny little porous holes that allows the building to breathe because it's so thick, so that if moisture gets in, it can get back out. Earthen buildings, again, are sort of designed to move with the environment, to move with the climate. It's just a really interesting experience to work with one and sort of see it evolve a little bit. It's a very inviting building that you want to sort of touch and feel and explore. I don't know if guests do this, but we like to climb on top and watch the stars. This is our hammock, sort of our chill section where you can take a break from your feet, maybe come back from a nice long hike in the park where it's nice and shaded so it stays really cool during the day. Just a really good place to take a nap, maybe read a book, or just hang out, enjoy a cool drink. Over here we have a storage bin with a few yard games in it. We've got cornhole and horseshoes for guests to set up in the yard and just something to do while you're hanging out. This is our fully stocked outdoor kitchen. Another thing that surprises a lot of guests is how well equipped the kitchen is. We've got running water that's safe to drink. It's just city tap water, and a fully functional gas propane stove. All sorts of cooking equipment, so pots, pans, anything that you could think of that you would need to have a big barbecue or a big dinner. You can really cook pretty much anything. A fully functioning, bigger than a mini fridge. It's a little bit bigger, so really most people come out for a weekend to 4 days. It fits plenty. And then we have our pantry. We have our eating area, this hand-built, very sturdy picnic table, can seat about probably like 12. It was really important for us to create spaces that were around gathering and eating, playing, and just enjoying your time outside. We've got the bistro lights, which add a really nice mood at night when it's a little bit dark, that really lights up the whole place so you can cook and eat even after the sun goes down. Additionally, we have a full-size grill, which is really great for a barbecue. We've had all sorts of fun barbecues. So if you're grilling up burgers, hot dogs, or whatever after a long hike, it's another addition that is really nice to have. You can't have a hangout space without a fire pit. This is one of the main attractions, probably biggest activity that guests like to do when they're here, is just sit around the fire, make s'mores, check out the stars. Really important that we have a nice contained space for fires, a central space to hang out and just chill and chat and drink and enjoy. So one of the things that guests are the most hesitant about, or the most sort of unsure about, is definitely the composting toilet. Once they get here and once they experience it, I think a lot of them are really surprised at how clean it feels and how normal it feels, just like any other bathroom. So we have our throne right here. It actually separates out the liquids and the solids. We use a peat moss to mix in and make sure that it all breaks down. And we have a cool little peek hole that you can open up and check out the actual material that's used in the walls. It's a combination, I think, of straw and some earthen clay. Over here we have our outdoor washroom where you can brush your teeth, wash your face. You got a mirror if you need to do your makeup or anything like that. And then if you'll follow me, we have the main attraction, one of our guests' favorite features of the hangout. Our outdoor shower is something that people talk about in almost every review, how much they enjoyed being out in nature and taking a shower. Super refreshing in the summer when it's hot, surprisingly refreshing even in the cool months of winter. We have an instant hot water heater, so endless hot water. So when it gets really chilly at night, it can be just one of the best experiences. Showering under the stars, or in the morning, you can see the mountains if you're tall enough and just get the full desert experience. I think the most surprising experience that we've had as Airbnb hosts has really just been the respect and the trustworthiness of opening our home to guests that are, you know, relative strangers. We've experienced nothing but people coming in and just being super respectful, super grateful, and that most people are inherently good and just want to have a cool experience.
I think too, just like the joy of seeing the satisfaction of all of the people that come visit here and stay at the property. I'm seeing that they really do enjoy their experience and that we were able to contribute to that.
Thanks for watching this week's video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next Friday with an all-new video tour.